Very well, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. Last time we finished to explore the Great Glacier, and this place we haven't seen yet. You can find this place by going left at the blizzard place where there's the snowstorm. And there's this elixir here, but that for some reason it's so bugged that the text box does not disappear when you pick it up. So what you can do, another one of these guys? Go away. What you can do, trying to explain, but the battle popped up. In all versions of Final Fantasy VII, you have this task box and it does not disappear. You can just go back. Go back. You just go out, go in, take the elixir, go back, out, go back in, take another one. You can keep repeating this. So you know what? We're just gonna keep this elixir. We already picked it up 3 times. Why will we leave it there? It's not like we will ever need to pick more elixirs like this. There's a much faster method of obtaining free elixirs, but you know, I'll just keep it there. It's only when you close the text box with circle that the item in the cave disappears. But since the item is registered in the inventory before when you interact with the item, and not when you close the text box, that happens. So now we have to go all the way back to the house. I just collapsed it once off screen, so I shouldn't collapse again. Okay. You're gonna need to go up. We'll get to the snowstorm place. Oh, these guys are dangerous. These guys are dangerous. But I think single cast of Vada might actually be enough to kill them off. And if it's not, we're just gonna cast another one. One's dead, the other one isn't, whatever. It should be close to death anyway. Because if it killed the first one, it should kill the second one. There. And that's all the Great Glaciers has to offer. An infinite elixir supply is not bad. But there is a much faster method, as I said, to get infinite elixirs. And actually, infinite of every item that you can use in battle. So potions, X-Potion, elixirs, mega elixirs, all items that you can use in battle, there's a way to get them for free and for an infinite amount of supply. So you can get like 99, and it's very fast. It's a very fast method. Sure, do cure free, I don't care. Look, like I care. I have Bada. I don't care about your cure 3. I'm trying to give Alessia some kills so that she learns her level 2 limit Rex. She's a fast learner, so that shouldn't be a problem. A gravity level up. Let's see that. It's finished. What do we have here? The one that meets the least AP. I have 11,000, so I think I'll go with that. Yep. I saw an 11,000, didn't I? No? Saw 12,000. 12,000, I seen one. Mystify. Soon we start mastering some materials, and that's when the fun's going to start. Because once the material is mastered, we really don't need it anymore. Because it's mastered. Okay, so it's gonna travel this direction, and I should end up. At the end. Should. Okay. Let's move on. Nothing in the inn anyway. Okay, so from here on, as long as we'll be outside, there'll be a temperature number there. When we are on these platforms here, we have to measure square to raise our temperature. If we fall below 28, we die. I think we die, yeah. I'm not entirely sure if it's game over or you just respawn back at the end. But just don't let you get your temperature down. Let's raise it a couple of degrees before going up, and you'll be fine. You can also find monsters on the platforms, but it's very rare. And if you do, just use Trine, whatever you have to lead them out of the way. On the other hand, when we'll be inside, because there'll be some inside segments, there's no need for us to raise our temperature. At least that. And they're like a 2 or 3 climbing sequence like these. Not too many. The inside part is what's the most important, because there are a lot of treasures. And new enemy skills. That's the most important thing here. New enemy skills. Exactly 3. One is Trine, we've seen it. But we have to learn it on one materia. So let me just check here. It should be mine. Correct. And the other 2 we haven't seen yet, but let me check my equipment. So I have firing, a white cape. Nobody has the ribbon. Somebody needs it though. Definitely. Protects against frog and small. That's okay. You can take that. We'll find another ribbon soon, which will be very useful. Believe it or not. So, let me remember, because this place seems easy, but it's kinda complicated. Okay, in here, there should be a secret passage somewhere. Now, that is not what I'm talking about. Not this guy, no, run away. Run away. This guy is what we were looking for the enemy skills. But it's insanely strong, so, for now, let's skip it. I'm missing the material that I need to do the things. Okay. So you take out the luck plus. For now you take manipulate. You have 100% chance of manipulating everything, so. Secret passage here will lead to a ribbon, which is very, of course, useful. Ribbon is the best accessory there is. So definitely keep it. These are all the ribbons we'll get from chests. If you want all the ribbons, you have to wait until late disc 3 when you will be able to get them from enemies. So now let's enter an encounter with that red enemy we saw before. We can get Trine from him and another enemy skill, which is new and we really want. And now of course we can't find it. Use Trine. These guys are weird. They can use Toxic Barf to set poison and slow, but they can also do that on themselves from sometimes. They get healed because I think they absorb the poison, but they'll be slowed, so that's very weird. Baboon, go away. Thank you. Our next potion. Gotta find that guy, gotta find that red guy. I just need to find it once. And then, come on, get into encounter. It's not that uncommon. Run away, preemptive strike. Those little birds there are also kind of annoying, but not as you may think. Let's get this javelin first, which is a unique weapon that can all be found here. And guess what? It's a double growth weapon for Timothy. And it's much stronger than what he had. So I guess you can take this luck plus for the time being. Can we find that red guy, which is called Stilva, by the way? I think it's called, yeah. It's called Stilva. Stilva. Please let it be the Stilva. What is wrong with you? He's trying. You can only be found inside, so you cannot fight it outside. On the outside, there's another enemy with another enemy skill, which is still not common but not rare too. You can encounter him. It's like an uncommon enemy. It's not common. It's not a rare enemy. It's an uncommon. Like, I don't know, 25% of chance, something like that. But it feels more when you try to do it. Come on, I'm wasting a lot of time here. Okay, let's do other stuff while we try to find one of these guys. Okay, use your select mode here to see where you are. You need to go back to push this rock here on the top floor, which will clear the path for you. Now you can just leave. You don't need to see the rock all the way down. But it will destroy those icicles blocks there in the way. You need to see at least that. Okay. And now we just backtrack. Stilva, 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 Stilva. It's not Stilva. Jesus. These are evil heads. Okay. Those are not undead. So I'm just gonna defeat them. By the way, now that... Well, Timothy has the ribbon now, so... He is okay. But now that Timothy has the javelin, it's much more powerful than before. So don't let him get confused. Don't let him get confused. Because if he does, he's gonna strike your party members and that's gonna be bad. Even more later on, when we find yet another powerful weapon for him. It's gonna deal a couple hundreds of damage, which is bad, of course. So, can we find this guy? Please. Please find the Stilva. Find the Stilva, find the Stilva, find the Stilva. Come on! Stilva, 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 Stilva. Nope, it's not a Stilva. And we cannot even escape. Alright then. If anyone gets a turn, I'll have them use White Wind. Never mind. We gotta find a Stilva before we finish this area, because this area will not be available forever. So we gotta find the Stilva. And the other enemy can also be found later on, but that's like disc 3, end of disc 3, and the encounter becomes much more rare on disc 3 than it is now. We'll have to find him anyway, because we're still missing one enemy skill materia. But please, please, why? Alright, let's watch these very slow toxic barf animations. Oh, there we go. Both the skill that comes from Stilva and the skill that comes from this other enemy that we have to find in the exterior cannot be found until late disc 3. That's why I wanna pick them now. Landscaper learn. Finally, you learn your level 2 limit break. Limit Alessia set level 2. Well, that's what I'm talking about. This brings us outside. Can we find the Stilva before we do that? Please. Please, please, please. Let's find this guy. Stilva, 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 Stilva. It's not a goddamn Stilva. No. Okay. Oh, we got a limit charged up. Let's see it. Hyper jump. It's basically it's like the first boost. It's basically boost jump, but it deals a lot more damage. Comet level up. Well, that's great. We'll switch that for something else. What doesn't need a lot? 19, 17, 14, 16. I have a 14. Come on! Just find this guy already. Can I get into an encounter? Come on, run the battle, please! Please! Wow, that took like forever. Stilva. It's a Stilva? No, it's not. It is, turn around. Okay, unless he uses it, in which case it's gonna be bad. There it is. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really bad. Ugh! Hang on. Hang on, guys. Okay, fine. That's when you want to use the next potion. Okay. And I'm gonna use another one. No. She needs to be alive at the end of the battle, so... Okay, jump attack, good. White Wind, immediately. The thing about the Stilva is the Magic Breath enemy skill there. It's a very, very powerful attack of that is fire, ice, and lightning element all the same. But the thing is, you can manipulate them, so they're basically very easy to kill. If you use Magic Breath on themselves, they're gonna kill themselves because it's so powerful. You've seen it. My plan was to use Big Guard before manipulate, use Big Guard, and then use Magic Breath. But apparently, he didn't even let me. Let's use Big Guard anyway, because we need to cast Trine on ourselves. Trine's still hard, and I need to learn it. So there. So I'm gonna use a limit. Another hyper jump. I'm gonna keep this limit for later, in case it doesn't kill it, but it should. I'll have him use another Magic Breath on themselves. There we go. So yeah, that's Magic Breath. It can kill your party, as you can see. If it weren't the full health, that would have been a game over. But the skill is very powerful. You don't want to let it get away from you. Okay, let's move on. I'm planning to do another big episode for this area because it's not complicated and it's not long, and we got one of the two enemy skill that's really worth. We also got Trine for our third character that didn't have it, which was me. So now the only thing that I don't have on my enemy skill is laser, which sucks anyway. It's not really good. There we go. As for the next enemy skill, it's gonna be a pain. I'm telling you already, it's gonna be a pain to get. Because the enemy cannot be manipulated. And the only way to cast it, I mean, you cannot like provoke him to cast it. You can make some conditions so that he has a better probability to cast it. But even then, it's not sure that he will cast it. Okay, second set of interiors, which is not hard. There's a save point, and I wanted to say I'd really like to use a tent there, but apparently he didn't even let me. But if the Trine doesn't kill you, I mean, I'm just gonna use a Blade Beam. And that should kill the guy in the center. Can you use Trine, please? Please use Trine, Timothy! Nice, nice, nice. Counterattack is awesome. Okay. The more we level that up, the better. We have a 60% chance of countering anything, any damage with a physical. That's pretty great. Okay, but we have to remove it. If we run into that enemy, we don't want to attack him, because we might end up killing him. Okay, tell me that this is it? No, okay, it's not. I'm gonna run away. I got a preemptive. What we're looking for is a Marlboro. Marlboros are enemies that were from Final Fantasy IV. They were in Final Fantasy IV. I don't know if they were in 5, even though I played 5. They were in 6. I remember them in 4 and in 6. They are in 8 and probably 9 as well. And they're in 7 too. And they are famous because they have an attack called Bad Breath. And what Bad Breath does, it tries to set many status ailments on the opposing party at the same time. It's mostly annoying for you that they receive the statuses, because, well, on the enemies it's not that great, but you know, some bosses, if you don't like have the magic that sets these status, you can just go like, you can just use Bad Breath. Or if you don't know if an enemy is susceptible of a status problem, you'd be like, huh, we're just gonna use Bad Breath and see if one of the status effects sticks. Because there are many status effects rolled in there. So now in this corridor, you're gonna enter battles with some enemies and the icicle there. I think if you attack the icicle, it will counter-attack every time with an attack that doesn't do a lot. Why did I use Trine? Didn't meant to. Didn't meant to use Trine, what the hell? What I meant to do was use Beta for fudge's sake. Let's use Beta. You need to defeat these icicle because that's the only way to move forward. And if you just cast Beta, you'll be fine, because Beta kicks so much ass, especially the icicles, as it's weak to fire. Unfortunately, you have to wait through this very slow animation, the icicle cracking. It's like 4 or 5 of them to defeat. Also, there is a treasure chest on the right side. I forgot to pick it up. No, because there are many others to defeat. And you need to defeat them all, so... No. 4 of them, okay. We can deal with this. If I don't get silenced... Someone will need to use White Wind on the next battle. It should probably would be me. I want to give some kills to Timothy's too, because they might need it, you know. Will now work their ways through their level 3 limit breaks. Which for me requires a whopping 320 kills. MP plus. No, thank you. This time I'm gonna go first. Okay, enemy skill, beta. Enemy skill, beta. There we go. I think the icicle also counts as a kill in this case. So in this case Alessia did 5 kills, even though we don't see the icicle actually dying, but I think it's still considered another kill. But don't take my word for true, because it might be not. I'm not sure about that. And that kills the last icicle. Now I need to remove manipulate. Well, actually no, because what if you encounter another Stilva? We can just manipulate it. And then have him hit himself with Magic Breath. Now we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep manipulate on for a little bit. Until we're out from this room here. From this little dungeon. Which is not... It's not long, we're actually almost done. That cave down there, that entrance below me, that's the end. On the chest here they have a last elixir, which is actually a mega elixir. So there should be a prompt for me to jump down. Here. Like... There should be a trigger for me to jump down. No? Then go. I don't want to go outside again. I don't want to go do this thing again. Can I just jump down? There you go. Got some road at least. The last icicle gave me possibility to access the speed source. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna save too. Just in case something horrible happens, which it shouldn't. But you know, just in case. We got really close to game over before. Really close. Good. Now look at this being another Stilva. Nope. Never mind. Let's kill these guys and move on. We gotta find the second enemy skill. Restore level up. So now we have access to Cure 3 too. And we're not gonna remove it because Cure 3 is very nice, but we cannot just get into random battles like this over and over. It's not... No way. No fucking way. Good. Good, you do that. You do your basic physical. You do your basic physical, you bitch. Nobody likes you. Go. Just please. Kill yourself. Thank you. Man, I hate those guys. Nice. This is an enhanced sword. It's a curious weapon because it has 8 linked slots. But you know, I like my double growth weapon. So let's find the Marlboro. It's not hard to find, but still, it might take a while. Marlboro, Marlboro, Marlboro. It's not a Marlboro, isn't it? It's not. Timothy will take care of this. With a big cast of Trine, we should be good. So let me explain how to get the Bad Breath enemy skill from the Marlboro. Once you find it, Marlboro does 3 attacks. He has an attack called Bio. Well, one is Bio 2, which we know what that is. It's the magic spell. Then he uses an attack that's called Freezing Breath or something. It's an ice-based attack on a single target party member, so it's not very dangerous. And plus, you could very well be absorbing both of these elements. You can absorb poison using the elemental materia, and you can absorb ice by equipping stuff. And you can use Bad Breath. Bad Breath is very rare, and it's not seen often, but it's seen more often when he's low on HP. And since he is like level 40, I think, or level 36, I don't know. Well, whatever level he is, there. You can use level 4 suicide on him, and that'll work. And that won't inflict mini because he's immune, but that will make him very low on HP. So he will be able to cast Bad Breath much more often than usual. So that's your best bet. Usually it works. I mean, when I tried it, using L4 Suicide prompted a Bad Breath in like 2 turns, as opposed to not using it, it takes like forever. So we're just gonna hang out here until we find this guy. As we find it, we're just gonna use L4 Suicide. Alessia's gonna get hit by a bunch of statuses because she's the only one that's not wearing a ribbon. But me and Timothy, we're not gonna see anything. Like, we're gonna be completely immune to it. We're just gonna see the attack and nothing is gonna happen. But Alessia's gonna be in pretty bad shape after that attack. Because I believe it sets many status, like it sets Confusion, Darkness, Silence, Mini, Toad, and Sleep. I think I've said them all. Confusion, Darkness, No, it's confusion, darkness, poison, meanie, toad, sleep, and silence. Did I said silence? Well, those are the statuses you're gonna see. It doesn't. It doesn't set berserk, sadness, slow. Or does it set slow? No, it doesn't. I think it doesn't set slow. It doesn't set slow, sadness, fury, or berserk. But it sets lots of statuses anyway. No, it's not a Marlboro. You can tell. You can tell when it's a Marlboro by looking at the camera when you enter battle. But we have to find this guy. We have to. We have to. The enemy skill is too good to just let it pass by. There could be one now. Yep, there he is. There he is. So, this is what... Are you kidding me? I wanted to show you using provoke him to use bad breath by using L4 suicide, whatever. Anyway, let's use L4 suicide because that's really annoying for him. Kill him. Great, we learned bad breath. So if he doesn't cast it on the very first turn, use L4 suicide and hope that he does. In any case, if you're having trouble with bad breath, I'm pretty sure that he doesn't cast it more than 3 times per battle. But again, don't take my word for true. Then again, he doesn't have a lot of HP, so he should be fine anyway. And also, it doesn't really matter which splits you take here. You end up in the same places anyway. You can also find Marlboros in the platforms here, should you have missed them. Concentrate on working your way up. And warm up your body when you need it. If you keep going up, there's no way you can make mistakes. There we go, that's the end of the dungeon. We did it! Let me see bad breath description. Enemy skill. Bad breath. Poison, confusion, sleep, silence, mole, and frog. That's all it does. In this room only. Well, first there's a spring here that refills your energy, so no tents needed. There is also a possibility of fighting dragons here. So we're gonna save, and next time on Final Fantasy VII we'll finish the dungeon, because what is a dungeon without a boss fight at the end of it? So of course there's gonna be a boss fight. We're gonna take that boss fight next time. See you guys then.